Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf, a biker's life less ordinary. So this is about YouTube and how to contact YouTube.
RevelatorAlf.
And it's a lot harder than you would think. So I've been having a few issues on my channel recently, and I've been trying to get in touch with YouTube to try and resolve a few issues, trying to ask a few questions, and it's virtually impossible to do so. Now, this seems absolutely amazing to me that you have a massive company like YouTube and you can't actually get in touch with them. This just seems ludicrous. If you have a complaint, if you have a question, you can't get in touch with somebody via email or via live chat to ask a particular question. Now, I appreciate YouTube is a massive company with a global reach, and I appreciate there are millions upon millions of people using YouTube. However, there should be a mechanism in place where you can actually file a request or file a question or speak to somebody directly. Now, if you are part of the YouTube partner program, then at some point you will be able to contact them. They will give you a supporter email by all accounts. So you can go via that route. Once you reach over 100,000 subscribers or whatever it is, then you'll get a YouTube manager attached to you. It could be a little bit less than that. I'm not exactly sure on those subscriber numbers. So you could contact them directly. However, the overwhelming number of people are not part of the YouTube partner program, because a couple of years ago they stated that content creators need to have 4,000 watch hours and over 1,000 subscribers, which a lot of people don't have. So how do you get in touch with them, especially in these early years, let's say, when you're just trying to build up your channel? You're going to be making lots of mistakes. You're going to be trying to contact people to get advice, and you just can't do it. Nobody's there to tell you what to do. So what happens is that you go back onto YouTube asking videos, and even the videos on there are not very helpful because nobody seems to know how to contact YouTube. So I'm going to guide you through it on here and ask you the question: how do you contact YouTube? This is a shout out to YouTube itself. You've got to make yourselves available to contact you. This is ridiculous. Anyway, get onto the laptop here and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Right, okay, so on my desktop here, if I go to my channel here, RevelatorAlf, and if you look on the main page here, there is nowhere to actually get help, even at the bottom here. So what you need to do, you can go to your icon at the top and go to your help setting here, and then you can punch in a question about how to do something. But actually, there isn't anything there. So let's say if you say contact YouTube, right? So contact YouTube, and there's lots of articles and people asking the same question: is there a phone number or anything like that? So I just put a phone number here. As you can see, is there a phone number? And Google has billions of users that don't provide a support phone number. You know, it just goes on like that. Same for email, whatever. So if you go you try and email them, then basically what happens is this: there is a support email address for YouTube creators, but that is only given out to creators who are part of the YouTube partner program. So you need to be over 1,000 subscribers for that. And also, you might get a content manager if you're over 100,000 subscribers as well. So you might be able to speak to somebody there. But I've known even really big channels of hundreds of thousands of subscribers have problems in contacting YouTube. Unless you're millions and millions of subscribers, let's say like Casey Neistat, PewDiePie, whatever it is, then you might have an inroad. But for most people, it's really difficult. So let's say the only other alternative to do is go on social media and almost try and shame YouTube into a response. I've tried to do this with Twitter, with Facebook, and no joy whatsoever. I haven't even found anybody to come back to me yet. So whilst there isn't a direct way to contact YouTube. There are lots of their own individual channels. So there's Team YouTube Help. There is also, you can go to Creator Insider, which is really good as well. And you can go to YouTube Creators. So all of these channels are designed to help you and provide you with information. If you go to the top right here, you've got the help, and then you've got the FAQs, which are the frequently, so I don't know what happened there, glitched out. So if you go here, you've got the frequently asked questions, which you can just get in on. Now, let's say if you go to the YouTube help ones, there are lots of videos there, but they don't give you the answer to the question that you really want, how to contact them. So I've got a feeling they just don't want us to contact them. So if you've got a problem, you want to ask a question, they've given you some kind of penalty on your channel for whatever reason, or they've done something, or they've changed something, you can't do it. Now YouTube have got this way of saying, hey, let's ask for your feedback, give us feedback. So you give feedback and nobody ever comes back to you about that feedback, so you don't know if it's working or not. It's really frustrating, especially when you feel you've been hard done by on the YouTube channel. Something's been taken down or demonetized or for whatever reason, and you want to speak to somebody to plead your case. There's nothing there. Very frustrating. As I said, this is the only way I can think of contacting YouTube now, is to go via these three channels: YouTube or Team YouTube Help, there's YouTube Creators, and there's YouTube Creator Insider. If you go to your studio dashboard now, which is what they're all going to be working off in the next few months and going forward, there's nothing on here to actually say, okay, you know, we want to help, you know, you can help us, or, you know, we want to help you. At the bottom here it says send feedback, so you can send feedback about something, which I've done, but nobody ever comes back to you. So this is my question to YouTube: if you want us to send feedback, why are you not responding to this feedback? There's no point in giving you feedback if you're not even going to acknowledge it. So it's a ridiculous thing. There's no way to contact YouTube unless you try and get on social media or leave comments in some of their videos and hope that they'll come back to you. But there's no way of knowing whether they ever will or won't come back to you. They really need to sort this out. They really need to change something so that you can at least send an email into them.
Well, I wish I could say I hope you found that useful, but I don't think it really is. And here's the problem. Nobody seems to know how to have an effective way to contact YouTube, especially if you're not over 1,000 subscribers or over 100,000 subscribers. If you're the likes of PewDiePie, Casey Neistat, whatever, that to millions and millions of subscribers, you can make a few phone calls here and there and you can speak to somebody directly. But actually, most people are not like that, are they? They're smaller channels. Even bigger channels have 600,000 or 700,000 subscribers. They have trouble in speaking to people directly. It's an absolutely crazy scenario where you just cannot get any answers to questions. Whether you feel that you've done something right, done something wrong, whatever it is. Whilst there's lots of information on YouTube to help you do things and teach you how to do things from external creators or from YouTube itself, fundamentally there's always going to be an issue. There's always going to be a problem that nobody on here has made a video about, or is so specific to your channel that you want to be able to speak to somebody and plead your case. This does not seem to exist, especially for newer or smaller YouTube channels. Anyway, the purpose of this video really was to highlight this point. So if you've got a YouTube channel, whatever it is, and you're having issues, there are ways to be able to find out that information to guide you along. But at some point, if you want to ask somebody, you're going to find it very hard to do so.
I wish I could be more helpful. Catch you on the next video.
RevelatorAlf.